how heartless are these people? An 8-year-old child was given 8 mandrakes. When you buy from the dealer, they send you to that little boy. And then, most unfortunately, there was a sniffer dog walking around. The sniffer dog went and grabbed this little boy. He had 8 mandrakes. When they're talking to this little boy, he couldn't say a word. He had to go for counseling, he had to go for this, just to try to get who this drugs belongs to. And now, at the present moment, when they can tell you what's a mixture of nyaupe, you'll be shocked. You see how dirty our children are? Nyaupe is the mess that comes in the drainage of our mess. It is mixed with steel wool. It's mixed with a little bit of drugs. It's a mess. That is why you see all the nyaupe kids, they don't wash. Did you ever see a nyaupe child want to bath? They don't want to bath because they're eating all the mess. In June, we took 100 young men for the nyaupe camp. We were helped by Sonke Justice. We were also working with Social Development and SAMCA. We also worked with SABC. And it was such a success because out of the 100 young men, we've got 10. One is recording a gospel song. Very soon he's from El Dorado Park. And then the 2 from Meadowlands, they have came up with a program to fight nyaupe in the area of Meadowlands, and also coming up with a book that they are being helped by Nimrod Nkosi. They want to write a book about the reason why they got into nyaupe and who invited them to be part of nyaupe. And this week until Saturday, we've got a young woman that are at the campsite. Like I said, today from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock, they will be with Penny Libiani live on Kaya FM. We're trying to help all the nyaupe children.
So as I'm mentioning to you, it is widespread, it's far spread, it is a situation that exists in one part but has got different legs and threatens different things. As I mentioned, it leads to substance abuse, it leads to illiteracy, it leads to a whole lot of things, because you're asking yourself, why should I go to school for so long? I have an LLB, I graduated from the University of Johannesburg, and I cannot even find a call center position, which is discerning at the least. If one is not underqualified, he is overly qualified. If it's not a matter of qualification, it's a matter of being underly experienced or overly experienced. Irrespective of the excuse tendered, the blockade remains fixed and the end exactly the same. A populace of educated and capable individuals without employment. The National Development Plan highlights objectives which include increasing the reach of public employment programs, the offering of tax incentives to employers so as to reduce the initial cost of hiring young labor market entrants, and the facilitation of agreements between employers and trade unions. Secondly, we have the Youth Employment Strategy, which sets out objectives and pillars, which include, amongst others, skill development initiatives, transition and placement mechanisms for the preparation and placement of grade 12s, direct employment into public sectors, and youth entrepreneurship development and training programs. And then, of course, we also have the Youth Empowerment Accord, which identifies the need to create 5 million new jobs by 2020, creation of powerful private sector programs and commitment, and the need to highlight and focus on addressing poor skills, weak infrastructure, and improving basic education.
Things that we do as parents, like drinking in front of children when they are still young, or even giving them alcohol when they are very young. And some of the parents, They don't understand that if you're doing that, you are encouraging this child. It's like a norm, or it's a normal thing in the family to use drugs or alcohol at that early age, and then they tend to, at the end of the day, become abusers of such substances.